out of time. So live. All right. What's up? What's up? We are getting closer. Uh, and we are, it says it's starting up, so I'm just going to pretend that it is. Welcome once again. Real Talk with Keith motherfucking Walker. How y'all doing? Weekend version and all that kind of stuff as advertised. Today's episode, I'm gonna show off. I fucking went out last night because Pam's out of town, and I got me some new ink. No regrets. Right? Ow! I might regret that later. Oh shit. Um. Anyway, yeah, we've all seen that fucking guy, right? No regrets. I hope you all figured that out, right? Yeah, and it's not an actual tattoo, of course. Um, yeah, because I wouldn't do something like that. I would hope not to, but anyway, all right. Well, let me get dressed here and fucking get in the fucking therapy chair, and we'll go with topic topic discussion. So again, no regrets. And what is that about? So I yeah, looking around. Looks like everybody's got something to do this weekend. So good for you. Hopefully you will. Oh, somebody weaseled into YouTube. Hello, stranger, who I can't tell who it is. Probably Pam, lurking and coaching. Hey, if you didn't see the intro, Pam, you got to go check it out after this is done because it's very clever. Because I'm so smart. Whatever. Anyway, um, so hi Thor, how are you, buddy? The dog is lurking behind me. Um, so no regrets. Okay, and what does that mean? Hi, babe. Um, so I don't know. Do you guys? I think people do this a lot, and I'm just not a big fan. Like it's part of our existence, but I think we can do something about again reliving the past. Oh, I wish I would have done this, or I wish I would have done that. And you know, I just I don't spend a lot of time there, and I don't recommend a lot of time there. Like whatever happened, happened, done, move on. And so live and learn, right? Maybe make different choices next time, any of that kind of stuff. But I mean, truthfully, for me, and some of this is a process, some of it takes longer to get over things and all that kind of stuff. But, I often share my own experience with that is that, in the moment, we judge whatever's going on, right? And then it's like, this sucks, or that was a bad thing, or any of that kind of stuff. Um, or I wish it would have played out like this, or whatever that is. And however, quite oftentimes, sometimes quicker than less, but I mean, I don't know how many times I wanted something and a year later, really fucking grateful that I didn't get it, right? Because that would have been bad. It would not have worked out well, probably. Or as a result of not getting this thing, I got this instead, or whatever that is. And, again, the concepts I come up with and the things I share and that I express how I feel about things and stuff like that. I think a lot of times people look at it and go, that's fucking bullshit. Or what are you like special? Or are you blessed beyond? No, it's none of those things. It is a byproduct of time and experience. if that makes sense. Um, and it's not because I'm wonderful or great. I mean, I might be, but that's not why these things happen. It happens because the laws of the universe don't change. It's physics is physics. Um, over time, do good, get good, whatever, things like that. And so when we challenge the laws of physics and it shows up time and time and time and time and time again, there comes a point where we just simply trust the physics. Like we know it's going to show up again. Every time I drop the pen, right? Gravity works every fucking time. So every time I drop something, I know it's going to hit the ground. It just is. And and if I forecast that, I'm not like some spiritual guru. Like if I let go of this pen, it's going to hit the table. Let's see, I want to do it, not break anything. Oh, how did you know? Well, because it fucking it happens every time. And so I can bank on shit like that as I'm roundabouting. What am I getting at? Well, the point is that if I am going through a season, which we always are going through seasons in our lives, and they overlap and they do this, and I'm not digging it, I I go ahead and choose to dig it because I know it's not permanent and it's always going to develop into the next right thing just because it always does. Does that make sense? I mean, that's as much a judgment call as anything else, but that's where I choose to put my judgment or my opinion or any of that. And so I I'm just gonna take 1 second. I hope you guys don't mind because I am right now. I don't know if Facebook is fucking working or not. So let's just see if anybody is lurking around and waiting for this to go because the circle's still spinning. I'm not going to start over. It's just like, bummer. I can shoot the Patreon to Facebook after it's all over. So if you are on Facebook and this is not working, it won't be live, but it'll be real talk. Anyway, so again, um, judge it, not judge it. And, again, it's my barometer is pretty simple and the criteria of success is not very high, which is a benefit because then I'm more successful more of the time, if that makes sense. And it's just simply, am I upright and breathing? And do I have a shot? Do I have another shot at it? Whatever, life. And if I am there, everything else is fucking gravy. Just is. A lot of people, I don't know, people I talk to, and again, hey, that's between you and your universe and all that kind of stuff. But the reality of it is that's the bar I set. And I can set it and I can set it realistically because I should not have that, if that makes sense. And many of you have heard my story and you know my story. And I come from a place where, making it to 25 was not going to be happening. That was, we were all going to be dead before we were 25. And you know what? Some of us were. And then some of us were not for whatever reason. So that is a reality. Now I lose touch with that on occasion. I get hung up in my own bullshit. I think I'm special or deserve more, blah blah blah, in a minute, and I'm whining, or who knows. But at some point, pretty fucking quick, I get real. Me and Pam have these discussions always, and because we're pretty fucking spoiled. Like, we've adulted pretty well. We've been through some shit. We think we should get some stuff or whatever that is. Like, we've earned things or any of that. And there is truth to that. I mean, there's, you would have those expectations, but at the end of the day, we will regulate each other. If somebody's gone a little bit too far into that entitled world, the friendly reminder is, you know what? You are in better shape at every level than 90% of the planet without even doing much of shit, just based on a life up to this point, where you're at, what you do, it's what you've done, all the above. And we get grateful pretty quick. And so, and there's nothing wrong with being that. And I mean, there's a flip side to that. I am pretty sure if we were somewhere not in that position, if we were somewhere else and our surroundings and lifestyle and all that was less than 90%, we would probably still be in the top 90%. And that's a spiritual situation. Does that make sense? That's a player as well. And yeah, well, I don't know, the offshoot, right, goes into gratitude. Gratitude generates a lot of stuff. I've talked about it before, talk about it again. Like, some of the greatest gratitude writings came out of German concentration camps in the absolute worst conditions humanly possible, from people who are fucking more grateful than you or I have ever been. Maybe not ever, but I mean, we are capable, and I don't think it's bullshit. I mean, again, it is that ability to find the grateful piece in any situation. I mean, that's a spiritual gig. And however you get to that point, I recommend it. And like I said, it's just, there's a process to getting there. Part of it is understanding that there is such a thing. And then beyond that is, again, practicing that and seeing the things come to fruition as such. And so gratitude, and therefore, with a grateful heart, like, regrets are not invited. There's no room for that. And so that's how, personally, again, that's how I live my life. Like, and the choices I make when I'm paying attention and doing the deal right is I don't do shit that I'm going to regret later, if that makes sense. And again, this is all part of a growing, living, experiential process, right? We if we are paying attention, we can make educated guesses on how situations are going to work out. Again, just based on the physics of it, if I drive faster than the speed limit all the time, I'm pretty sure at some point a traffic ticket is coming into my life, which I will regret for the next 3 years, while the insurance company milks me out for a point on my record that they did not earn. But I will be paying for 3 fucking years. And so every 6 months when I go to renew the insurance, I get to feel that regret. So I I don't speed every time I drive. I'll just say that. Nobody's perfect, and luckily I've not had a traffic violation for a long time. But I don't break rules very often. I leave 5 minutes early so I don't have to. Then there's no stress. There's no regrets, right? I mean, it just is. So we apply that kind of logic. Hopefully, it's part of the recovery process, part of being a grown up, whatever. Um, Try to apply this in all of the areas of our lives, and therefore less opportunities for things that we might regret down the road. And again, I'm very grateful for that. And again, it's just I mean, even the best laid plans oftentimes do not work. Okay. Uh, it was fun, right? I mean, we were entertained, were we not? With whatever life is going on. And we made it through that. Something, the universe had different ideas. Okay. Um, you know, but I mean, hey, it's, in all honesty, there's never fully getting away or being 100% relieved of that. There's certainly things that, the DVD player will fucking pop one up. And, there are still things where I go, fuck, ah, that was a miss. That was, I could have done this. And I mean, I only entertain that as much as it's entertaining, if that makes sense. It's like be daydreaming. Oh, well, I got 5 minutes of nothing happening in my life and I just want to check out for a minute. I can go play that tape again and change it and pretend there was a different outcome for a minute and just go, okay, and then move on. Uh, but I know a lot of people, they get stuck in that stuff. And, and it can be problematic. Oh no. Uh-oh. I hope I didn't just blow everybody up. If I did, I apologize. Uh-oh. Sorry, I have a scanning bullshit up on my computer again. It does that. Anyway, um, so anyway, like I said, for the most part, for most of life, it truly is like I double check the spelling on the tattoo. Period. It's worth the energy to double check that. And yeah. All right, Casey, you commented, but I can't get to it or I will kick myself out of here. Let's see. Are you hanging out on Patreon? Maybe you can tell me what's going on. Anyway, yeah, sorry guys. Sorry about that. It's, how it goes when you come hang out with me. I don't have any regrets. I mean, I'll keep trying. We keep doing this shit, and I think we're getting better at it, but there are glitches in my matrix. So technology gives me a rough time. If you have seen, just again, I'll shoot it again. If you are, if you are seeing this on Facebook Live, I cannot see the comment box or any of that kind of shit. It still says it's starting. So if you have popped in and said hi, I appreciate that. I'll never know unless you tell me again, I think. And like I said, if it's not working, Patreon will let me share. So you'll see it post live. Tomorrow, if you miss it, tomorrow you will regret it. Spiritual Sundays coming up tomorrow. Mindfulness Mondays behind that. And again, do not live in regret. Do what you want. Do it. And then just go be okay with it. Like own your choices. So spend a minute before you make them and make good ones. What do you want me to say about it? It's pretty simple. I don't know if we give ourselves enough credit. Like, we are the architects of our lives, so we can direct some traffic, if that makes sense. And again, so in the words of other podcasters, drink some water, touch some grass, tell somebody you love them, etc. All that stuff. Hope your weekend has started out well, and I hope it continues to do such. And we will see you tomorrow live, probably on any number of platforms. I'll throw out one more bone. Patreon, www.patreon.com/Keith MF Walker for best service and quality of live streaming that I am platforming. So I recommend you go that direction. Jump on a membership program, hit a tier, get some swag, get some exclusive content potentially. Support the cause, tell a friend, comment, follow, share, etc. All that good shit. Next Wednesday, right? The 29th is the auction that's coming up for the Taylor Foundation. James Niggemeyer will be presenting that. I am hopeful that I'm going to get a minute on there and talk some smack about my book. And because I have one of those going up for auction, but there's much cooler. There's some fucking cool shit going up for auction. So if you like metal and you like swag, you need to go check it out. Follow the inboxes for details. Don't miss it. All right. Talk to y'all later. Thank you. All right. Facebook. Oh, so lame. Wow, it's still spinning in circles. All right. Well, we'll come back and shut that down later. Hi, Pam. Bye, Pam. Love ya.